today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history. And it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down by
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The ball carrier.
Alvin Kamara, 81 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
Number 25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. Trey Hendrickson on the tackle.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
5.
Locke working out of the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really, they've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, They created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go.
Nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Will Lutz lining up for
now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Bunt, and it's 3rd down. Incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Locke. will be incomplete.
Lock's pass intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Saints.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints just continue to roll.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
25-yard.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
This, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Alvin Kamara.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
With the handoff to Alvin.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them we are right there about to break a big one.
And he's able to get it to the edge at the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And these are the games hitting pay dirt as we see as many times as he has that running backs dream about, right?
It's okay to be selfish in this circumstance, isn't it, partner? Because this selfishness, getting to the end zone time and again, only helps your team. This is where it's okay to put up big numbers and people don't worry about it. This is really, really good performance.
It's been an unbelievable performance. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Alvin Kamara. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the Saints.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
New Orleans.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see me.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Shotgun snap to Lock. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him. And an incomplete pass.
Marshawn Lattimore.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Formation for the Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Breeze now on first down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. LaShawn McCoy has run for a touchdown there. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-16 was the final. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Matt Ryan, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome... Everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
All
Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're second and 1.
4-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They go with Murray again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
2-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Hill on 3rd down. And Fowler's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And the Saints first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now with what...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 11 at the 41. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Locke. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
That's good.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Saints 45.
From the gun, Locke able to get this to Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Saints 27-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
2nd down at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
At the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he's able to put it through. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Saints.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's moves.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Broncos on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Out quickly to Judy. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Denver.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Block again here on 2nd and 10. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick.
Locke's pass.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3-yard line.
Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And good running. Going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Lindsey on the carry.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
11-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they're throwing or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
70. Broncos 10.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Try to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles